Welcome back, hi. Uh, we are starting today with 90 steps, so we ought to be able to do a lot. We do not have a package because we didn't see the mailroom yesterday. Whoopsie. And I've got the silly thing in reverse. Let's pick up our allowance. And let's head outside and see what we have. Let's do the tool shed. Let's see if we get some interesting stuff. We get the gear wrench, which is less useful now than it typically is, because I think we've already done everything that we can with it. The white box is true. The other two boxes are false. The other two boxes are empty. Okay, this seems fairly straightforward. So let's say that this is true. If that's true, then this is also true. We have two true statements and it says the other boxes are false. We've got a contradiction. So therefore, this is false, and therefore that is false. And so this must be true, and therefore it's in here. That was simple enough. But I do have a spare den, the bedroom nursery, and let's go to t'other side. Pantry, commissary passageway. There's the foundation. That's boarded up. Wow, this is not going to be a good day. Drafting studio. Maybe it's going to be a good day. What do we have in the drafting studio? Let's put a new room in. Oh, and money. Okay, and this is still the same issue. It is still the first. I should probably stop checking that. What do we got? Our choices are the dovecote or dovecut. Whenever you draw dovecote while drafting, you may rotate floor plans. Interesting. So it's one that you want to have in your pool, but never place. A towering loft serving home to many of the feathered locals of Mount Holly. As a devout bird watcher and amateur ornithologist, Mary had petitioned her uncle for years for this to be built on the estate. And that's Simon's mom. Well, solarium, we've seen this before. It's a dead end, but it increases the likelihood that we're going to get unusual and rare rooms. Or the dormitory, which I looked at before, and I was like, yeah, not great. Each time you enter the dormitory after drafting a drafting room, gain 10 steps. I think the solarium. I mean, I want both of those two. I want the dovecote as well. Okay, so I can't click on it again. Fine. Yeah, let's continue on. Storeroom, closet security. Let's place... Oh, I was going to say security, but nope. Let's place the storeroom. It may be that this is just going to be the easiest choice of doing a highlight ever. Corridor, the observatory at least turns us to the right. What do we got for our 18 stars? We have lots of sparkly, shiny things. Sale! Everything is 50% off today. And a slice. 3 extra steps. More steps, more steps. In the commissary, the kitchen, the locksmith, and the bookshop. Oh, the bookshop. We have 1 key, we're using it. Battery pack shovel. If we were to get the broken lever, would be able to do the jackhammer. Oh, well, that's going to be it. Wow, that was terrible. Sledgehammer. Yeah, the house had it in for me. It's a quaint cottage. My goodness. Rank 4. I've not had a thing that bad in a while. Hello, Editor Dart here. It occurred to me as I was putting this video together that I have a unique opportunity here because I know what's about to happen in the upcoming run of the house for day number 29. So, spoiler alert, will fill the house. I will achieve a full house, and I will get that achievement at the beginning of day 30. But there is a puzzle for you to solve here. So it will look for a very long time that I will not be able to accomplish that, and I will even get to the point where I contemplate calling it a day. So here is my challenge for you if you're watching. You've seen enough of the blueprints. If you're watching this and you aren't someone who plays this yourself on a regular basis because you want to follow along with someone but you don't want to have to deal with it yourself, take this as an opportunity to solve a little blueprints puzzle. How do I manage to fill the last square in my 9x5 house? And it should become obvious exactly where that happens in quite a long time in advance. You'll have some time to think about it. And when I get to thinking about, oh, maybe I need to call it a day, that's basically your deadline. If you want to work on the problem, you know now every resource that I have at my disposal, see if you can figure out how I accomplish it. That's my challenge for you. And now, day 29. Okay, day 29, new day. Still with the weird shadow. Pick up 16 in allowance. We have shelter, schoolhouse, root cellar. We had a pretty good time the last time we took the shelter. Let's do that. We'll take the shelter. We won't go down there because I don't think there's anything down there to get. Here we go. Closet, corridor, spare bedroom. Let's do the spare bedroom. And once again, the sleep mask. It's been in there, I think, the last 3 times. It's been in this room. Reading nook, guest bedroom, pantry. Reading nook looks like it's a good position to put in the library. Gives us a key. And there it is. Let's place the library. Oh, we have a treasure chest, or a treasure map. Where from, where to? We want to go from A3 to E5. Okay. So the music room. Ooh, yeah, it's going to be the music room, isn't it? It eats all of our gems. Oh, I didn't do the thing where I went and picked up extra gems just in case it gave us something that needed it. Den, hallway, chapel. Yeah, let's pick up a gem. I mean, all 3 of those are the same doors. Certainly not going to complain about spreading out. Let's go back into the corner. Closet, east wing hall, courtyard. Let's do the closet. Nothing just turns us to the side. They all hook back into the foundation. Unlike the other thing where nothing really lined up and all the doors went into walls. This is being very nice. Parlor. And save the rooms that branch for later. The gems are in another box. The truth is on another box. The words another box are on another box. Well, that's true. They certainly are. So that's 1 true, which means that's true. The truth is on another box. Which means I have true, true, and false. The gems are not in another box. They're in this one. Let's go off to the other side now. Bedroom, guest bedroom, courtyard. We have lots of gems. Let's do the courtyard. Maybe, just maybe, we can fill the entire house. This has become an obsession. Oh, there is. There's a chest in this corner, a trunk. But we don't have anything to open it yet other than a key, and I don't want to spend the key on that. Into the corner. Guest bedroom, planetarium, commissary. Let's do the commissary and see what's available for sale. Maybe it's a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer and running shoes exactly spends out all of our money. And I'm happy with both of those. We don't have tons of extra steps for today, but we can come back in here. We can open this trunk. We get our start to getting our money back, and we get some stuff. Pantry, bedroom, west wing, hallway. Let's do the west wing hall. And then fill in the space. We're backing and forthing a little bit, but not too much, and not nearly as much as we typically do. Workshop, den, observatory. Let's do the sleeping. Let's do the sleeping mask. Let's do the workshop. I'm looking at my inventory. Okay, this is going to give us a tool, and today that tool is the compass. Ooh, an I. I don't remember that letter being in this room. Our treasure map is from the room just north of the west wing across the way. So let's go north from here. Bedroom, drawing room, walk-in closet. Drawing room isn't bad. Let's do that. Better than putting something in the west wing hall and maybe getting a dead end that way. Because if we do the treasure map, we'll be able to go through the drawing room and north. That's slightly better. This is the room where the treasure map starts. Bedroom, pantry, bunk room. What do I want to do? Let's do the bunk room, because it usually has stuff. So it gives us 2 hits of the sleep mask, and it gave us 2 bananas. So now we've done the first 3 ranks. This is our only way forward. Chapel, den, passageway. I don't really want to spend 2 gems on that, but it is prudent to spread out as much as possible. Heading off to the wall. Yeah, we can do the secret garden. This is a wall we definitely want to break because we know that there's a second lever behind it. And I kind of do want to get back into room 46. So we've just spread fruit to that area south of the drawing room, which isn't necessarily great. Let's try going north from here while we're here. Dining room, observatory, servants' quarters. Our problem is gems today. Let's do the servants' quarters and get keys. Back into the passage. We're going to go laterally first. Hallway, gymnasium, archives. I'm okay doing the gymnasium. Nothing on the bench. We're wearing the running shoes and we're squeaking on the floor, which is amusing. Okay. Chapel, corridor, billiard room. Don't want to use the corridor necessarily, but we're going to. Bedroom. And so now let's try filling in number 5. Pantry, conference room, observatory. Conference room is a branch that does not cost a gem. I like that idea. This is the room that we want to be in. I believe the first time that we did this... Oh, wait, we need a shovel. What am I saying? So we've done it, but we can't do anything yet until we can locate the shovel. Moving laterally. Don't mind spending a key. Utility closet, billiard room, boiler room. If we place the utility closet, at the very least, we can nerf the gymnasium. So keycard system off, gymnasium off, garage on. Back to the gymnasium. Oh, and it's sheltered. Right, we did the shelter thing. So I didn't lose steps for that anyway. It's fine. The chapel would not cost anything in terms of money. But is that what I want? Yeah, it kind of is, because I want to be able to get up. I don't like the idea that there's only one way forward. The chapel sends us that way. Let's go into the passageway and also go up and see what we can do. Let's do the storeroom because we can afford it. Okay, so we're continuing to do this, but we're still doing it on a shoestring budget of gems, which is not great. So yeah, we've used 2 of our red rooms being sheltered. Heading up this way, we could unlock it. Mechanarium. How many have we had? We've done the workshop. We've done the utility closet. Would this mean that there were 3 doors? Let's do this, the Mechanarium. Apparently not, because it thinks it itself is this door. I'm okay with that. Let's go to the side where we can't access. Pantry, lavatory, study. Let's do the pantry. Money, steps. Boudoir is a good choice here. I mean, we kind of could use the den and get one more thing. But the boudoir would let us redraw. I'm really happy with that idea. Ivory dice and more steps. Ooh, why can't I walk forward? Heading into the wall. Locked. Starting to lose those. We could place the dark room. Yeah, place the dark room. Okay, so that's powered down. So we can't put something in there. But if I'm going to, hey, gemstone. Ooh, there we go. So if we can find some way to unlock and open that door, that'd be great. We've already powered it down. What's this door? Locked. 5 left. Guest bedroom, wine cellar, observatory. Let's place the wine cellar. That's going to make life difficult. Oh, right, we're on 8th rank. I think we have we do have the chapel. Let's do that. So we're going to get a bunch of money. Let's go to the conference room door. Okay, now let's do this. We got it. Locksmith. Tunnel or billiard room. Billiard room. Let's do this. 11 is 11. 3 squared is 9, divided by 9 is 1. Oh, so we square after we subtract? 20 minus 16 squared is 4 squared is 16. Correct. 18 minus 16 squared is 2. Okay. More thing. Let's get out of this, and we're going to use up one of those keys we just picked up. Den, observatory, office. The observatory is perfect. What do we have today? We have a gem, 5 gems, and a key. I'm not mad about that. So we got plenty of supplies, plenty of resources. Okay, maybe we can do this. And 2 redraws. We want something that branches, please. Like, I don't know, Cloister of Lydia. This is also an opportunity to increase our allowance. I mean, we can wander around in there, but again, we'd want a shovel before we did it. Okay, let's go into this corner. Locked. The master bedroom. We have not seen the master bedroom. I think we need to see the master bedroom. It doesn't really help us fill in space. But $35 rooms in our house, including the bunk room, which counts twice. We have 95 steps. And for some reason, this lunatic has 2 cannons in his bedroom. Awesome. Can I redecorate before I move in? What in the... Collector's copy, Morajai box, fun for the family. Morajai boxes were a popular fad in the early 30s among both the peerage and common crowds. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island Morajai as a children's game, but quickly gained popularity among seafarers who valued the compact boxes as both lockbox and entertainment on long voyages. Over time, the boxes spread from port to port and eventually found their way into the homes and hearts of every realm. A traditional Morajai box is distinguished by a lid featuring a 3x3 grid of white and gray tiles. Each tile can be pressed like a button, which will change the color of that tile and the surrounding squares. The goal of each box is to find a way to make all 4 corner tiles white squares. Okay. These simple rules evolved as the game spread across the world. Regional variations introduced new colors and mechanics, offering greater challenges and local flavor. While the fad may have ended, Morajai boxes still make for a memorable gift for both collectors and puzzle enthusiasts. Aha, okay. Fairly simple rules. It just changes its own color and the color of everything near it. But you can only do it white. Okay. Allowance token. Great. Okay. Anything else? The Red Prince. Uh-oh. Fine print. To my encouraging uncle who opened many doors for me. Which, if I remember correctly in the credits, that was the dedication to Christopher Manson. Ever Grateful Mary. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know what that says. But yeah, other than that, whoopsie. Hi. Other than that, it looks like it's the same. And yeah, there's Simon and his parents. There's Dad. Okay. I was just cleaning my bedroom furniture and it went off. On this side, nothing like that. Clock. Money on the typewriter. And then some lovely, lovely correspondence to look at. Simon, I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know Ooh. That's ominous. Okay. Herb. The controls for the Foundation elevator are located behind the Foundation wall. This means the controls can only be accessed by another room adjacent to the Foundation. Unclear if this is a security feature or a flaw. Please advise. Thanks, Herb. Uncle Herbie. Fine. Yep. I mean, none of the other things? None of the other things. Just that. Okay. Oh, and there's the crest again. Okay, so let's see. Let's go across. Locked. We have 5 keys remaining. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. And if we didn't know what date it was, this is basically a bank thing. So it's explicitly telling us it's now Saturday, December 5th. I suppose we should pay attention because 20 days from now is going to be Christmas, and on this planet, they do celebrate and observe Christmas because that's the answer for one of the safes. So the vault is a rook. And apparently there's ancient Egypt. And there's a whole bunch of these. And the coat check no longer has a vault key. I was kind of expecting that there would be something else in here for me to interact with. But no, apparently not. So, now let's look. What I can do is I can run back to the commissary and purchase, because I got 93 steps. I will be able to make it. I can purchase gems because I think there were gems available for sale. Of course, if I had a shovel, I'd be able to do that too, because I'd be able to dig up the treasure map. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to run back now, Cloister of Lydia, Observatory, etc., and I'll see you in a bit. I hope that's enough. I still have 27 coins left. But in spite of my working, there's only this door that I can actually open, so it better do something good. Ooh, that's not great. Observatory will only let us go to the side. We'll cut stuff off. The solarium is terrible timing. So, no, we're redrawing that. Hallway is going to do the same thing. It's going to cut those off. Ooh, yeah, we need something that branches at least left and in one other direction. Redraw. Oof, the Great Hall. Okay, so we definitely want that door. Planetarium, laboratory, locksmith, and now we cannot do anything. Oh, yes, we can. We're fine with this. We are fine with this. We can still do it. Secret garden, which door into the antechamber does it open? The south. Yeah? I think. So we're going to do the locksmith, and we're going to spend some money on a special key, because maybe it's a silver key. Maybe it's a key card. Probably not. It's a silver key. Perfect. And then how about a discount on, oh, we can do that multiple times. Good to know. So if we get more money, we can work on it. But now, oh, did we have the drafting studio today? No, we didn't. Darn. Okay, so we're going to try doors. Start in the middle. Not a special key because that doesn't make any sense. Wrong. Right. Okay. Guest bedroom, electric eel aquarium, dining room. The dining room would give us like 30 more steps, which is amusing, but not especially helpful. On the other hand, the other's going to cost a gem, and why would I bother? Dinner is served? What sorts of tomfoolery do I have? Enjoy a lunch. Yep, up to 91. What are you? With a quail, yeah? If you have a trophy room. Let's say not yet. I mean, there's no point. I sure don't need the steps. Maybe I will get a trophy room. Spend a key on that. Kitchen, naturally. Let's do the solarium. we will get to see what it is. There's stuff. Mr. Nogula, Anne wanted me to remind you once again that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again, so to save you some stern words, I decided to draw your little diagram to help you. Who knows, maybe this time it'll stick. Sympathetically, Bridget. Cloister grounds access while face-to-face with the angel. Press the base of the... Well, we found that. Okay. And this lovely hat. And a pawn. And our two things. Create and crate. And a dig spot, if only we had a thing. And another one of these. Ooh. Oh, it wants to be green. Reset. This feels like it's the reverse of the one that we saw in... Oh. This feels like the reverse of the one that we saw in the Trading Post, which was the first one of these that we did. But how do you get this one? Oh, hello. I kind of understand that. Allowance has been increased by 2. I don't ever do that once. I always do it twice. I don't know. Okay, so that's this. We've done this corner. Back to the Great Hall. Okay, I expect this to be sort of parallel. Please tell me I didn't just waste a key. I just wasted a key, but I got a gem and some money for it. Which means, oh, and I did that, so now I get another look. No, it's the west door that we opened. Okay, so we opened a door now that is blocked. We can buy one. Let's hold off and see if we can buy more than one. One never knows. Oh, Razafragan. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Okay. It's all well and good. One of the sanctuary keys is in the clock tower. We have not seen the trophy room. However, I think what I want to do is I want to put the den in. That connects us to the one antechamber door that we have not yet been able to open. Oh no. Okay, silver key. The gift shop, the hallway, or the rotunda. The rotunda lets us rotate the rooms that are there. And we have tons of gems to be able to spend on it. It's in the only position that makes any sense currently. Locked. Fine. We have a way of dealing with that. Let us go back into here. We can certainly buy one key. It's a shame we can't pick up one more coin someplace. And it gives us 2 dead ends. So the electric eel aquarium is absolutely the correct choice here. And 5 extra steps. Oh goody, a key. So I'll be able to place that. So now here's the issue. This door. Oh, right. This now has ductwork. And it's lit. All right. A few things could happen here. Oh, look, it's locked. I do? Oh, the basement key. Never mind. Planetarium, observatory, laundry room. Well, I kind of don't care. Let's do the observatory. The laundry room is not much help. 20 stars. And for 20 stars, green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Well, now you tell us. Okay, that's unhelpful. Okay, so once again, I am one space away from filling this stupid thing up. And I even have a door there. It's a door that I can't open because it's an electronic door. I have the utility closet. I've switched it off, but I don't have the security room. Okay. I didn't put anything in that did that. I put the shelter in. Ooh, I have a plan. Okay. We open Blackbridge, which means with the shelter, there's a computer in the shelter, and I can access, I think, another computer now that I have Blackbridge. Okay. We are going to go outside, which means going all the way through the house. Yeah. So I will see you in a minute when we get to the entrance hall. Okay, so we now have 70 steps, which is how much we have at the start of the day. Once again, it's been a weird day. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the shelter. All the way down the stairs. And, oh, why not? I thought I'd taken that gem, but okay. Log into network. Password accepted. Electronic mail. Hey! Okay. 1987. It's finally happening. We just got confirmation from our source that the Red Guard is coming tomorrow to begin their formal inquiry into the disappearance. That's Marion Marigold. That's Mom. At this point, it's going to be too risky to move you until next week at the earliest. Just hang tight for now. R. That's Randall Moore. Yes, and don't worry, this communication method is fully secure. I'm the only lab technician with network access and the only one who uses his terminal. I'm working to get you some more supplies, but I'm not focusing on essentials as I believe there's enough food in the shelter to last for the duration. Though I think it'd be wise if you can do a quick inventory to confirm that. In terms of area, there's not nearly as much room here as I remembered from my youth. If it was just me, I wouldn't mind. But with 4 of us and the space we're going to need for planning, I don't expect this to be a sustainable situation for more than a week of fortnight at best. I passed on the message, and your uncle says he may have an idea for a more long-term solution, but it's going to require some doing. I'm not sure exactly what he has in mind, but this morning when I looked at today's blueprints, I saw that he had drafted the pump room, a floor plan I haven't seen used in a very, very long time. I have a feeling you all may be taking a boat ride shortly. Oh. This is smuggling Marion Marigold out. She was smuggled out in 1987, February 1987. And they did it through the boat downstairs, or some boat downstairs, maybe not the one that we have down there. Okay, remote terminal access, view active terminals, security. Yes, there we go. Keycard system, offline mode, unlocked. Confirm setting. And why not? Return to security menu, inventory. Oh, I left tons of stuff around. I'm going to do two things today. We want to do this first. So a couple of things have happened. I mean, we could have done this through the fountain. Maybe we'd see different things. But I kind of don't want to see different things. Oh, it just knows to use it on that. Or is that just always unlocked? Because I didn't need to use the key. Uh-oh. Have I wasted all this time? Huh. Oh well. Oh. Okay. Note to self. The water is both too low and too high. Because the boat I can't use, but also on this side, there's some place to walk that we didn't know about. Oh, is that this? Nope, that's not that. What's this? But I have swim trunks. What is the point of this? Fine. Okay. So the water is both too low and too high. We want to get back into the pump room and change the depth. This one and rotate it to there. Yeah, that's the one we want. Go down the side passage. Onto this. There's another one of these rotator things here. Okay, so down this way, there was a couple of things. We will go over them now. First of all, wow, I just keep missing that. There's this. Which, this has this, which I don't know what to do with it, how to open it. This is just a cave-in. And this is just looking out onto the countryside from a window in the cliff. This is the underpass. Don't know what to do about this. Fine, great, wonderful. So the other thing that has happened is we got into here to look at room 46. And we opened one of these. So now that door is open. We will be heading back up that way. But there's this thing, which is a sigil for Orindia. And these things let me move stuff around. It's quite fancy. But I have no idea what to enter there. So what I've been told is that there are sanctuary keys in a bunch of other places for these other doors. So now we're going to run back up to the house. Okay, let's go outside, because what we found was the fountain out there. This also wants a basement key. What is this way? Okay, so this was flooded because the fountain was flooded. Gotcha. Okay, so now those are both open. God only knows what's going to happen if I play with the pump room and put water in either of those things. Who knows? Okay, back into the house. Yay! Go check furnace office. So why not the furnace? I don't care. Because I have built a house. I did it. So now we're going to go boudoir, we're going to go into the antechamber, and we're going to look at room 46, because that is a way to go. And antechamber, and door 46. Okay, so we're going to do this again. I'm going to show you what's here. So what we saw, 2 clocks that are stopped at 1:30, the same time that seems to be so special for the clock tower. We have a bust of Simon. So that up there on the right is apparently the Jones half of the crest? It's sort of a mutated treble clef with a flag on it? I don't know. Sun's going down. There's the one for Sinclair, Holly, and the Bend Sinister. There's Epson, which is the swan and the spades. It is currently 520 in the house. There's this, 8 realms in 8 months, and you can pick up these pins and put them in. What does this mean? I don't know. But presumably if you do it right, it does something. Marigold isn't really the last name, but it's the combination of Sinclair and Epson. There's this, which I thought was a nice touch. That's one of the paintings. They're all red. But then the desk is where all the fun stuff is. So this the former crown of Orinda Aries, recently set with freshly cut sapphires. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft pool. If you do, gain a gem and redraw the floor plans. So, didn't get to use that because it got to the end of the day. Here's the sanctuary keys. The first key found here on the furthest rank, the second locked tight in the vault of a bank. Okay, so it's in the vault. It's one of those. The third is high up among all the clocks, the clock tower. And the fourth down below beneath all the docks. So that might be the staircase that we just found. The fifth key is held by a king on his throne, the sixth in a station left by one of your own. The seventh is major if you drafted quite late, and the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. Okay. So, that's where we find them all. But they're all of them in very terrible to find places. So, the 7th key we presumably get in the music room because it is a major key. But it has to be on a high rank. But here's the other thing. There's a drawer here to open. The secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters. 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold. Instructions to follow. This is Danny Ravane. So there we go. We did all the things. So this is presumably some trip, but I have no idea what. There we go. Fun wow. Well, with that, I don't know that there's that much else to do in the house. We filled everything. I guess we prepare to call it a day. But before we do, whoops, we're going to do this and look at the room directory. Because stuff has happened. Okay. So call it a day. A garden hotel of the dead. 5 green rooms, 8 bedrooms, 15 dead end rooms. We know that we get something for doing 20. I wasn't even counting. We could have done 16 if only I didn't know that I didn't need the West Wing Hall. We probably could have done more. But wow, that's a lot. Steps taken, 137. Whew, that was a lot. So we went from a nothing room to a very full house. That's amazing. And that's going to do it for today. We'll see you back at Lingo, assuming I'm still playing it. I'm so far off now. I'm playing this way ahead. I may be close to finishing Lingo. I don't know. But yeah, we will see you soon, regardless of what it is that we're playing. We'll keep playing. But for now, goodbye.